I'm a poet here at UNB, and I'd like to offer Marie and the UNB Art Center huge thanks for being interested in the poems I'm writing, but more importantly for bringing me into this space with Janice Wright Cheney's sculpture, Elysium. I saw this online. It was supposed to be exhibited earlier in 2020, and then the pandemic hit and it went online. So I saw it first online. And I was excited because I've always liked Janice Wright Cheney's work, but I've also been doing stuff with mushrooms. And so the coincidence of the two things just kind of flattened me. I got in touch with Janice and she let me come to her studio to see the piece in the studio. But I have to say that seeing it in the gallery is a whole other ballgame. It's really quite an experience. I feel like I almost don't want to read the poem. I just want to kind of sit here in silence and take in the sculpture. But I've been invited to read the poem, so I'll read my poem, which is in tribute to the sculpture. So it's called Elysium, as the sculpture is. And I'll get into it and read it. I almost feel like I'm reading it to the work of art. Felted mushrooms on a domestic relic. A rusted crib. Paint flaking off the bars. Can we call it growing if the mushrooms grow by the artist's hand? Shall we try? Do not the fungi in the woods in some ways grow the body of the dead tree they cling to? The crib has died, we could say, has outlived its life as a bed. Or we could say, it's found a fresh occasion to rise to in its quiet way. The crossrails lending themselves to this new dream. A bed of kaleidoscopic lookalikes, each cap with its babyish dimple at the center. The skins dyed by foraged mushrooms that imbued the felt with their real hues, revealing yet again the agency that runs through the web of being, its every fiber vibrating with aptitudes. A bride-like train of crocheted mycelia trails from the bed, that 9/10 unseen of the mythological kingdom. They spread extravagantly across the gallery floor, as they do underground. Dendritic threads, offering up now and then a burst of mushrooms. On a crib's crisscross frame, why not? This is the afterlife bequeathed to the crib, its Isle of the Blessed. The lace coverings of the mushroom caps allow for grief, since lace is a wound, its beauty full of holes. We know this about life on Earth, and what afterlife worth the effort won't let us carry this grief with us? Who would I be without my griefs, growing in more or less visible symbiosis with my loves? Elysium itself is a relic, one that is variously rusted and been overgrown, turned to ends laudable or despicable. Now, Virgil's perpetual spring is refigured as a crib, mushrooms sprouting up through the ribs, teetering on the undercarriage. Something about there being no final resting place. Something about a loose grip as the crochet hook issues its dainty chains, its loop-the-loops. The power of persuasion is everywhere, or so it seems, if you consider the restless energies of even these fictionalized mycelia, spread eagling across the floor, fluent in the twin languages of growth and decay, giving rise to a crop of woolen mushrooms that make their own fleeting claim to materiality, release their imaginary spores.